From Tasha K to Amani Ellis, even Offset. Cardi B has been in court a lot these days. Let's talk about it. They 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 talk about it. Welcome back to She Could Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Gonka Lee. Hey. And that's GANGALEE on all streaming platforms. If you want to check out my music, look for the glasses, look for the locks. You tell me if I can rap, okay? Okay. But over here on YouTube, on She Could Talk the Podcast, this is where I react to everything. I react to news, sports, crimes, musicians, politicians, YouTubers, TikTokers. If they're talking about it, we are talking about it, okay? Okay. So in this episode here, I'm back on the law and crime side of things of YouTube, guys. This is probably one of my high-ranked channels that I watch up here as well. Don't judge me. But anyway, I wanted to highlight this incident, or what's currently happening right now, is Cardi B is in court yet again. She's in court for assaulting, allegedly, a security guard at a OBGYN's office in 2018. Allegedly. And anyone out there who has any more details or clarity on it, hit me in the comments. Keep me honest, because I don't follow every celebrity's life and every celebrity's downfall or what have you. But I'm in news, right? I'm a reaction channel, so I'm going to react to it as it comes across my desk. So keep me honest there. Tell me, was it the OBGYN office? All right. But anyway, I think we'll get some details in here. So without further ado, what we're going to do is highlight Imani Ellis's testimony. Imani Ellis is a security guard who said that Cardi B assaulted her at the GYN's office. So let's go.
Your first name, please? Imani, yes, E-M-A-N-I. Perfect, thank you. You may take a seat, please watch your step.
All right, go ahead, Counsel. Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Ms. Ellis. For the record, how old are you?
32.
And on the date of February 24th, 2018, what were you doing?
I was at work on duty as a security guard.
Where were you?
The address of the building was 8920 Wilshire Boulevard.
And for how long had you been working as a security guard as of 2018?
For 4 years.
And what did it take to become a licensed security guard?
You have to get fingerprinted and it's sent to the state of California for approval.
And
I did, yes.
And did Cardi?
So what I'm going to do is kind of get up to the meat and potatoes.
I said something along the lines of, that looks like Cardi B, or wow, that's Cardi B.
Were you talking to anybody at that time?
No.
You're sure?
Yes.
Were you entering the elevator?
I was, yes.
Did you actually go inside the elevator?
I did, yes.
And did Cardi B exit the elevator?
She did, yes.
Okay, and then what happened?
After she heard me say her name, she turned back around, and the first thing out of her mouth was, excuse my language, was, why the f telling people that you seen me? At this time, I tried to calm her down and assure her that I didn't tell anyone that I seen her, and she was extremely upset.
And what did she tell you after that?
Then, excuse my language again, but she said, yes, the f did, and then she put her finger in my face.
When she put her finger in your face, did she have long fingernails?
She did.
And approximately how long were her fingernails on the date when she put them in your face?
About 2 to 3 inches long.
When you
So let me ask you guys, so far into this testimony, do you think Cardi B did that? I mean, she crashes out online still to this day on fans, people who say who has the smallest of things to say about her. Like literally just yesterday, before this came across my desk, I seen her she did like promo because she has a new album dropping. And they said, oh my gosh, she's pregnant again, because she definitely looks pregnant again in the promo video. Or she could have took it last year, right, when she was pregnant. Who knows? But someone said, oh my God, we barely got the second album and you're pregnant again. She went off on them. She went off on them. You know, so she's the type of person that, you know, she might see this and be like, bitch, and come over here after me. Like, that's how she is, right? So your actions beseech you, right? They're going to be out there before you even arrive because they know what you do.
Have seen different pictures and videos of Cardi B. Do you notice that she has long fingernails in those videos and photographs?
Yes.
When you saw her today, did you notice that her fingernails were very short?
Yes.
Does she usually wear them that short?
Objection. Speaking.
It's also lacks foundation, so skin.
Have you seen, well, strike that. For how long, were you a fan of Cardi B before this incident?
I was.
What kind of Cardi B?
I enjoyed her music. I was interested in going to a concert. I didn't have any problem with her.
Did you
Of course she didn't.
ever go to see her in concert?
I had tickets to go to see her, but I never went after this incident.
When were you supposed to go see her?
And that's the thing, like, you know what I'm saying? And not just Cardi B, you know, so this isn't just for Cardi B, but this is for a lot of people out there, right? We have to stop looking at each other like you're one level above me, or I'm, you know, or they're one level below you, or, you know what I'm saying? We have to look at each other as what we are, humans to each other. I say this all the time, you know? This was a fan. You lost a potential super fan, if that makes any sense, right? Because a super fan is what Beyonce has. You'll see, I know women, grown women, 40s and above, like myself, that will pay thousands of dollars to see Beyonce in Vegas, then turn around and fly out to Atlanta, and then turn around and fly out to California, then turn around and fly out to France just to follow the Beyonce tour. Just to follow the tour. That's a super fan. Because guess what super fans will do? Keep you employed. You know? So she had the potential to gain a super fan. And I'm not saying that she doesn't have super fans, but I'm seeing a lot more people like, oh my God. You know, like I told you with that incident yesterday, it was like, we barely getting a second album and you're pregnant again. And she's attacking her fans to the point that they know what gets under her skin. So they just do it and they attack her. But this may not have been that. This is 2018. Cardi was really, really big, but she was also pregnant with her first child. So I will give Cardi that. Like, dude, I'm going to my OBGYN appointment. Everyone don't need to be knowing I'm in here. I get it, a little bit level of privacy, you know?
I'm not sure of the date. It was sometime in 2018.
And you're very close with your grandmother, Diane Schmidt, is that correct?
Correct.
How old is your grandmother?
She's 79.
Does she have information about this incident?
Objection.
Assisting.
She lacks foundation.
Assisting.
Grandma's like, I'm here. I got you.
Did you show your grandmother the scar on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018?
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy.
Let's get that out of here.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Did you show the cut on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018 to your grandmother, Diane Schmidt?
Yes.
And what year were you born?
1992.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I'm the oldest of 5.
And what's the relevance of these type of questions? I guess they're character questions,
Your
but
grandmother has seen you regularly from birth up to the present time?
Yes.
And what about your mother? Did you live with your mother up until a certain point?
Until the age 19.
Did you sustain any Well, strike that. Let me take you a little bit back to the incident. So,
Is it me or does Cardi B look like she's wearing super big clothes again? The pregnancy rumors? I don't know.
when you were at the building and Cardi B exited the elevator on February 24th, 2018, what were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words, and again, excuse my language, but she was like, you, I'm gonna beat you.
Thank God for
I'm
the
gonna
edit.
get you fired.
Yeah. So there's a lot of profanity
That's why-
there, right? And at the end of the day, we kind of know that Cardi B is no joke with the mouth. But I want to see if we could see the girl. Boom. Here we go. Here we go. So this is the girl that she had the incident with. And let's kind of move it up a bit. This right here is a typical, like she's a pretty girl. She articulates well. She's professional with her testimony, right? So, but look at her. She is a quintessential fan. She is the prototype of a fan for Cardi B. Pretty girl. She kind of is giving me like Hispanic vibes. You know, Cardi B is the soundtrack to her life in 2018 anyway. This was a potential super fan. You could have been like, hey, I've been turned down by celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Just something random. Manny Fresh. Birdman, Manny Fresh and them. We was at a music convention, right? And I was just like, hey, wanted to, walk up and kind of introduce myself and give him some music, etc., right? And he was like, hey, I appreciate it, baby girl, but give me 1 second here. I got to do this. And then y'all could come back up here and I'll be more than happy to take pictures, right? He could have been like, nah, get out of here, right? And I'm not going to lie, I didn't take no pictures with him. Oh, wait a minute. I think I did. Yeah, I did, because Mystical came back around and we all took pictures. Yeah. So we did take pictures at the end, but he had things to do, right? He was there he had his obligations to meet for the conference, for the panel. And then afterwards, we can open up the floor for pictures, right? He wasn't an asshole about it. So shout out to Betty Fresh. He wasn't an asshole about it, right? It's a way to do things to kind of leave a good impression for these people to be like, damn, I saw Cardi B at the OBGYN office. She was pregnant and she was going for her appointment, but she was so sweet. She was like, no, mama, please don't take no pictures right now because I'm just trying to go get in and out, Or she could have been like, shh, don't tell nobody I'm here. Let's take a quick picture. All right, I'm out. However she wanted to handle it, but it could have been done with a little bit of grace, in my opinion. But let's get back to it because definitely she said she had tickets for her concert and everything, right? And Cardi B, I guess, bashed her in the face, slashed her in the face, and cut her with her nails.
She had a company, people from my office to take photographs of the incident.
Yes.
And the purpose of taking the photographs were to show where the incident occurred and to give the jury understanding of what kind of building we're dealing with.
Yes.
And you feel it's important that they see that?
Absolutely.
Your Honor, may I publish that 7-001?
You only had her authenticate number with the first page. And just wanted to have her
So I
come
guess she's
through
trying to
and
establish,
clarify
like,
the
hey, this was a
photographs.
professional environment.
Yes,
This
Your
was the
Honor.
building where it
If
happened
you
at.
could look at 7
I wasn't in a situation being ghetto. I was at work.
022, if you can look at all those photographs. Are those photographs of the building where you worked on February 24th, 2018?
Yes.
And if you look towards the end, 7-022, is that the area where the incident took place?
1 second.
Look at me so hard. I'm trying to see the pages my damn self.
Yes.
You say yes. I'm trying to zoom in on the pictures myself, y'all.
Can I show them to?
Yeah, just identify them as you publish them.
Okay, thank you.
So to me, I feel like this be like the downfall. Well, not really necessarily a downfall, but this hurts a lot of artists, right? Let me pause real quick. What hurts a lot of artists is their temper. You know, um, it's funny that I say that because I have a temper, right? And in my younger years, it did hurt me. It did hurt me. I'm not even gonna lie and say it didn't. You know what I'm saying? But as I'm older now, and I control my temper, and I understand the repercussions of losing your temper, you learn from that. Hindsight is 2020, right? But when you're young, when you're in the mix, and when you're given a lot of like adult like business oriented situations that you're thrusted into without the preparation of it, it can lead to emotional lack of emotional intelligence. I'm guilty of it in my 20s. I was guilty of it. But so I think that's kind of like what happened with Cardi B early out, right? And you still kind of see nuances of it, but not as much as back then. Like around this time here, right? She had this incident, which is brand new to me, that she assaulted a security guard at the OBGYN office. Like, what was going on with this? Then it was two girls that were allegedly dating Offset or messing with Offset that she got jumped at the bar. And then Tasha K and her had a public debacle going back and forth, and then that ended up in court with Tasha K owing some money. And then, depending on who you speak to, I don't know if she had to pay the money fully back or if it got dropped. I don't know. I don't follow too closely. But then there's just the numerous incidents online with her going back and forth with people. There was a TikToker that's overweight. I don't know her name, so you guys, if you know who I'm talking about, keep me honest. But she has a thing. Her niche is going to different stores that do not have plus sizes and asking them for the plus size section. Lane Bryant. Go to Lane Bryant. But anyway, so she'll go to all these different stores that's selling not plus size clothes, right? And she's like, where's the plus size section? And then it's making the people uncomfortable because you don't want to hurt a person's feelings when they're plus size because, sensitivity factors. But then she's kind of provoking it, right? So I don't know what it was recently, but I don't know what it was that Cardi B did or said, but she said, see, this is why it makes it hard for us, people like us, because of you. I don't know. And so Cardi B went off of her. Was like, you fat, blah, 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 blah. And then the girl, ended up playing victim. But everybody was like, nah, she's not really the victim because she actually goes out and provoke people who, to make it seem like, oh, you hate fat people. When you can do something about your weight, or you could just leave people alone and not provoke anyone, right? So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I can go on and on about different things that Cardi B does not have no fear. There's no filter. She's gonna get online, cuss you out, go back and forth, hop in the live, hop in a Twitch. You know what I'm saying? She'll do it. Hop on Twitter, hop on X, and go get busy. And some people will be like, that's Cardi B. She'll argue with her own fans. And they'll be like, Cardi B, we love you. I don't care. I'm arguing with you. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And this is from 2018. Now, she may have changed, learned her lessons since then, but it's coming back to haunt you. Coming back to haunt you.
Exhibit 7-001.
So they're going through
Ms.
evidence.
Ellis, is this the photograph that we discussed, which is the outside of the building where you worked at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills?
Yes.
Okay. 7-002. Is this a closer picture of the same building?
Correct.
And this is a 6-story building in the city of Beverly Hills. It's an older building, correct?
Correct.
And then 7-003. We're getting closer to the front.
Correct.
7-004. Is that the front entrance of the building where you work?
Yes.
Okay. 7-005. Another photograph of the same front, closer up.
Yes.
7-00. Security booth there when you
Let
worked
me
there.
see
Do you
these
remember?
It
pictures.
was.
Did you sit behind that security booth?
I did.
Okay, so that kind of makes sense. She's a security guard. She's at the desk. She sees Cardi B either comes in or gets off the elevator, and she's like, "Oh my God, fanatic!" She's excited to see her favorite celebrity, And Cardi B's like, why the F you telling people I'm here, you stupid, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and just went off. And then it got physical because to me, I feel like the only way we ended up here on Law and Crime is if it got physical. She said she got a scar on her cheek. She emphasized the long nails she had. And those acrylic nails, they become soft. Now, in recent years, I stopped wearing acrylic nails because I feel like they weaken out your nails, your actual nails, right? And I kind of like, I have strong nails myself, and I've grew my nails before, and I'm in the process of growing them back because I like long nails. But acrylics, I don't want to do because I just feel like that's not healthy for your nails, might be personally. So anyway, but those acrylics, those extra, you know what I'm saying, joints on it, the powder dips or whatever, they make your nails hard. And if you got them sharpened up into like a point, that's a claw. That's a claw at this point, right? Dangerous work, dangerous, nasty work. Let's see.
And on the date of the incident, were you wearing your uniform?
Yes.
7-007 is a photograph of that booth where you sit.
All right, so let's see what they any
7-008, was that sign there on the date when you worked there?
Yes.
Okay. 7-009. These are the elevators that
Cardi
guests
came off
and
of.
visitors of the building would take to get upstairs. Is that correct?
Yes.
And on the date of the incident, do you remember if you took the elevator to get to the 5th floor, or maybe took the stairs?
And this is what my spidey senses is leading me up to. So I'm going to follow this case. I'm definitely going to follow this one for you all. My spidey senses so far, the reason why they're showing the hallway and everything, to let you know that it's a very private building, right? It's a very low-key building. So with her recognizing Cardi B, it would not have caused a stampede. That's where I'm feeling they're going with this, with showing the pictures, showing the hallway, showing where the security stand was located, showing you that there's not a lot of traffic in there. There would not have been a stampede. There's not a lot of people in there to be like, oh my God, it's Cardi B, and then you're going to get a rush of people chasing you down the street. Law is very strategic. So they're leading up to their point, and I hope I didn't beat them to the punch. But in my opinion, that's why they're showing this. They're showing you this to say, hey, look, was there a need for her to defend herself in a place of, like pandemonium? Was there a need for the violence? Because this is a very quiet hallway. Security is right there. You could have just been like, shh. It kept them moving. Like, oh my God, that's Cardi B. Shh. Didn't see me. And keep it moving. Or if you wanted to be a really great celebrity, you could have been like, I'm pregnant, blah, 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 blah. Take a little headshot with you and do a little, peace, and go about your business, right? One or two things could have happened, but nothing. Violence. So in my opinion, that's why they showed those pictures.
I'm not sure.
All right, if I can take, we're going to skip. Just go through it here fast. 7-010. Is this a photograph of the elevator which Cardi B got out of on February 24, 2018?
Yes.
And that's the elevator that you entered, correct?
Yes.
It's a relatively small elevator, isn't it?
Yes.
And 7-011. Is that a photograph of the elevator area where the incident took place that we took recently?
Yes.
So what kind of incident? Like, what is all that going on? Is that from the incident? Is that from the incident, guys? It's like, what was happening?
And obviously on the day of the incident, you were there. It was a Saturday, correct?
Yes.
Was it this way with garbage all around, or not?
Not at that time, no.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say, was all that garbage there?
7012 and 7013 and 7014 and 7015 are photographs of the hallway leading up to the elevator bay, correct?
Yes.
And did Miss Cardi B walk down the hallway after she spoke with you and came back, or did everything happen right at the elevator bay?
She did. She came out and looked around, and then when she heard what I said, she turned back around to approach me.
Okay, if we could go to 7-021.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna continue to keep my eyes on this to see how it pans out. And then what I'll do for you, just to kind of do my due diligence, is I'll do a little bit more research on this one to kind of find out, like, what was said and everything. I just kind of wanted to highlight over it because it's popped up for me, and I was like, oh, this is something that we need to react to, like what's going on, and then kind of follow along from here. So I will continue to follow along. I don't know how long this trial is. I don't know, you know, what's the end goal of this trial. More than likely to sue and get some type of financial compensation for her damages, but I'm gonna follow along just to kind of see, because my spidey senses is tingling about this one too, and there's just too many court cases. Like Cardi B had a lot of court cases in the last couple of years, more court cases than albums. I'll leave it at that. But you guys tell me, if you have a little bit more insight on this and you care to share it, join me in the comments. You know how I do. I'm open to any type of course correction. Did I miss something? Should I go back and look for something? If you have a suggestion. But I think I'll follow this one along, see how this turns out. What do you guys think? Do y'all want me to follow along with this case, or y'all good on it? Anyway, until next time, you know how I do. I'm going to hit you with the motto. I'm going to hit you with my brand. If you like anything I do, tell a friend. If you don't like anything I do, tell a friend. And from my lips to your ears, I love you, but I need you to love me. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications, all right? Share it with a friend. Join me in the comments. Until next time, though, it's your girl Gongali, and it's She Could Talk the podcast, and I'm out. Peace. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk